Okay, we're talking about happiness being a skill and how we develop out this skill. One of the things that's really great to do in terms of this happiness piece is actually do a bit of a SWOT analysis. So you may have done a SWOT analysis on work items, but I actually want you to do a SWOT analysis on yourself, particularly focusing on your strengths. So SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And again, we often don't take the time to actually sit down and think about where we are really good. So what I want you to do in terms of the strengths is list those things, the skills and attributes you have that you're really good at. In terms of opportunities, I want you to really focus on some of the skills that will actually help you become more successful. So you think that if you develop the skill out a little bit more, capture down things in terms of weaknesses that you might find difficult or don't enjoy doing, and in terms of threats, just things that might be a little bit threatening for you, like if you had to, I don't know, people are threatened by different things. You might be threatened by having to stand up and do public speaking, or it might freak you out if someone cries in front of you. So just listing down all of those different areas so that you can actually start to focus on how you can develop them out. I'm not too concerned about you focusing too much on your weaknesses and threats, as we call it. To me, they're just opportunities to understand yourself a little bit more and have awareness around the types of situations that you might find a little bit intimidating or overwhelming. And then with those particular things, you can just choose either to know that about yourself and perhaps not put yourself in those situations, or you can choose to do something about actually increasing your skill. But the real purpose of the exercise for me is to actually focus on your strengths. I'll be really disappointed if your strengths are not like 2 to 3 times the list of those other ones. And that is your challenge, because quite often it's so easy for us. I bet if I get you to do this exercise, most people will just go to town on the weaknesses side, but really struggle a little bit on the strength side. So your challenge is to do this list and make sure that that strengths list is 2 to 3 times the list of the other things, because I really want you to get a sense of what you are good at. If you start focusing on what you're good at and you actually remind yourself, once you've got this list, particularly of the strengths, I want you to actually every day remind yourself about. So let's just say you had something on that which was I'm really good at connecting with people, or I'm really good at listening to people. I want you to start telling yourself, like an affirmation every day. I want you to start telling yourself, I'm really good at connecting people, I really help people, I'm really good at my job, I'm a really good leader. Whatever it is that you've come up with, I want you to start affirming those things every day to yourself, because if you start doing that, you're going to start feeling a lot better about yourself. You're going to be reminding yourself of things that are really good, and I guarantee it's going to start making you feel a little bit better. So focus on your strengths, do your SWOT analysis, focus on your strengths. Okay, thank you.